This was a heated scene from last year's legislative session as tensions boiled over in the gallery of the state capitol's legislative room.
It was a mockery. I mean, too much of last year was an insult to Nebraskan voters and to the institution of the unicameral.
Last year saw plenty of high energy and controversial bills hit the floor as senators passed a 12-week abortion ban, a bill to ban gender-altering procedures for people 19 years and under, and a bill allowing concealed carry of weapons in Nebraska. All of that happened while senators endured hours of filibusters by those bills' opposers.
The minority needs to have a voice, but they should not have control.
It's safe to say no one thought 2023 would be the most notorious session in recent memory.
I think if last year we would have interviewed, you would have asked me that question possibly, I would not have predicted last year would have turned out like it did.
Senator Steve Halloran is one of 13 senators who will be term limited after serving back-to-back terms after the conclusion of this 60-day session starting on Wednesday. He's passed 12 bills in his 7 years as senator, but Halloran will be more focused on making sure future sessions in the legislature don't end up like last year.
Part of our goal, a number of us senators going into this next session, part of our goal is to look at some rule changes. Some of the rules changes that we're suggesting will take some of the, some of the load off the speaker to make decisions on whether or not, for example, to have cloture in the filibuster and put it back to the body for a vote of whether or not we should end the filibuster.
His other focus, along with other senators, will be to reduce or eliminate property taxes. You may have heard of the EPIC option by now, which launched in November. EPIC would eliminate all property, income, and corporate taxes. Due to the nature of the bill, it likely won't be passed in the legislature, prompting Halloran and other supporters to get signatures to get the proposition on a future ballot for Nebraska voters.
The second house, being the voters, would allow the second house to have that issue on the ballot and let them decide, since we in the legislature sit on our hands on that issue.
After the 60-day session is over, Halloran says he has the next chapter of his life lined up.
Well, I've got a special interest group that has been lobbying for my attention for the last 7 years, and that's my grandkids. So I intend to give that special interest a lot more attention in the future.
The last day of the 108th Nebraska legislature is scheduled for April 18th. In Hastings, Ryan Valenta, News Channel Nebraska.